And we're back. Peg City Soundoff. Double header tonight.
Right.
Kind of a surprise. I'm going to say it's a surprise show. We kind of were talking about it. But anyway, surprise show. Surprise show.
Surprise!
We got Ruth Morris. She's going to be talking some MLMA talk.
Yes.
Um, we're going to be talking about that a bit. Obviously, if you're unfamiliar with that, I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm going to get you to talk about it. You tell us, what is the
So
MLMA?
MLMA is the Manitoba Loud Music Awards, and I have been blessed enough to been asked to join the committee this year, and I am so excited to help facilitate this event because I think it is just such a wonderful event to have. Like our, as you said before, when you're talking with Pure Entry, like our local music scene is just fan fucking tastic, and I am just flabbergasted every time I see a new band play because they are just so good, and I absolutely love participating in it. So, yes, I am now part of the committee, and I will be helping to plan and facilitate the event. And nominations are going to be opened on January 15th, and it is up to you guys, to all the fans, to nominate who you'd like to see get awards. So let me run down some of the categories for you. We have for bands, for genres, we have metal, punk, hardcore, female fronted. We have upcoming bands, cover and tribute bands. We'll do the guitarist of the year, drummer, bassist, vocalist, ambassador of the year. So that's someone who, helps participate in the scene and promote and just spread the good word of our Winnipeg, Manitoba local music scene. We also have the engineer, performer of the year, photographer, videographer, broadcaster, studio. We're going to also have the loud single and album of the year. Something for you guys, for all the fans out there, we will have a best dressed. So definitely put on your ruffled suit, your light blue ruffled suit from the 80s and come on down. And I just want to say that for all of these nominations, you can nominate board members as well if they are participating in the music scene. So if someone's a bassist, if someone you feel would be a good ambassador, you go ahead and nominate them as well. But it's all based on you guys nominating and you guys voting. So it's all up to you. We just put on the event for you and make it amazing.
Awesome. That's
Yeah.
oh, you're getting some messages in here. Chloe saying hi. Ronnie Ladderbrook saying hi. Ronnie Ladderbrook, guitarist of the year.
Yes.
Dave Vegas is in there now. That's great.
Nice. Hi
Um,
guys.
so Ruth Morris, if you haven't met Ruth Morris and you are living under that rock, Ruth is always going to shows. She's always promoting. I know firsthand she's really helped me with my group. Get some shows, and yeah, she's just a major supporter of our live local scene here. Um, she actually did line up a show next Saturday, which
Yes.
features Valiant Arrow on the fly, Pure Entry, who was just on the show, and
Mm-hmm.
Orders from No One, and that will be at the Bulldog Event Center.
Yes.
Anything you want to say about that, Ruth?
You must come down and see it because it's gonna be wicked. And if you have any questions about MLMA, I will be there, so you can come talk to me, and I can help you out.
So I have a question about the MLMA, and I know you kind of just briefly talked about it, but nominations open on the 15th, which would be
Right.
Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday.
Okay.
Nominations open Wednesday. So how does the nomination process start? What do you do to go nominate people?
So you go to the Facebook page for Manitoba Loud Music Awards, and it'll direct you to where you can nominate. And you nominate the person, the band, you pick the category, and then it kind of all gets filtered through the technology. I'm not big on technology, but it does that all that filtering for us. And then once the nominations close, then the voting will start. And that's the same thing. You'll be directed through the Facebook page to where you need to go to plug in your votes, and you can vote every day. You can vote for different people every day, because honestly, there's so many amazing musicians and so many people supporting the local music scene. Like, yeah, vote for everyone and anyone.
Perfect. Perfect. And board members can be nominated, so you can vote for Ruth for ambassador of the year. Let's plug you a little bit there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And talking about the Loud Awards, I will give you my experience. Last year I went to my first Loud Awards, and it was a great event. The event started off with the School of Rock, which was so cool. Those kids are shredding.
Oh
The
yeah.
two young ladies up there who were doing vocals were so good. It was a real highlight, and to start the night off like that was fantastic. There were some people who won some awards. Suburban Funk Machine, who was on the show earlier a few weeks ago, they won cover band of the year, and I know they were shocked with it, and it's a good event. And if you think everyone in the music scene, you haven't gone to the Loud Awards, because when you think you know everyone, there's a whole other market out there in Winnipeg, and if you have gone to the Loud Awards and know everyone, then you got to go to the other side of the city and meet the other people. But it is such a fantastic event. As I said, I went last year. The live performances were nuts. Ramskull was just like they could have they could have played for another half an hour. I would have been just fine with it.
Oh, for
They were
sure.
fantastic. Sans Regret was fantastic.
Yes.
Never seen them. Actually, to be honest with you, I never really heard of them at that point. But that's my own fault. But they were up there and they annihilated it. Who else played there? There was a couple other just phenomenal bands, but yeah, Ramskull was a
The
standout for me.
Haleys.
Who's that?
Haleys.
Oh, the
The Haleys
Haleys.
played. Yeah.
The Haleys. And
Osiris.
Thomas Henry, if you're watching right now, me and Thomas were trying to get the Haleys on here, and then they kind of fell apart and some stuff happened. But anyway, Thomas, let's try and get the Haleys back on here. Let's get the Haleys on here. This will be fun.
Do it.
Yeah, but just some great events. And Ruth mentioned best dressed. There were some outfits that night. You know, you were
I'm surprised
looking
no one showed up in like a meat dress.
well.
Maybe
That's for
some
the
Winkler
Grammys.
Winkler farmer sausage.
Exactly, you're right. So I'm looking forward. When are did you mention when is the Loud Awards this year? Do we have a date?
It will be at the end of September.
Okay,
I don't have the exact date in my head right now, so
all good. Yeah, they're
it'll
coming.
come. And I do want to mention, like, we will be doing fundraisers. We have one coming up on the 25th and 26th. It's a pool tournament. It's at Crazy 8 Billiards. Register. It's only $40 for the weekend, and play some pool. There'll be social prizes and all sorts of stuff. I really encourage people, if you want this event to continue, like, we do need that participation in the fundraisers as well, because it's all out of pocket. So we want to showcase you guys. So come on down and have some fun.
Ruth, are you able to share with who are the other members of the MLMAs?
Okay, we have Brett and Tommy and Denny and Dag.
Perfect. And you know who they are. But yeah, and just like Ruth said, there's gonna be some fundraising going on, and I encourage, if you're in the music scene, um, everyone is out to support each other, and it's best kept that way. Let's try and support each other, and in conversations with Ruth and Dag like this, I'm not part of the committee. I'm not selling myself on the committee right now. But I am an outsider who watches this happen, and as I said, I was there last year. But try and support it as best you can. There's some fundraisers, but this stuff isn't it doesn't happen for free. The venue's not free. These bands are coming out, they're playing. There's a lot of work going into this. There's a committee that's working on this. Yeah, and as I say, it's not free. And if you look at the last 2 years, last year Voivod came out and played. The year before, I believe Econoline Crush was there.
Yes.
Um,
So good.
no shade at those bands, but they're not coming in here for a charity event. but let's try and support the MLMA. Obviously, Ruth said the voting begins Wednesday.
Yes,
Get
it
your votes
does.
in. Get
Yeah,
your
get
votes
your
in,
nominations in.
and don't think to yourself, "Oh, it's just for this type of band. It's just
Mhm.
for this." It is an equal share of love in the city for bands.
Yes.
Recently, having a conversation with one of the members and talking about bands, and there were bands mentioned. It's like, yeah, no, they're good. Yeah, well, they can be nominated.
Yeah.
Absolutely, someone
Yeah.
nominate them. Get your nominations in. Vote for people. Vote for female fronted single of the year, guitarist of the year, ambassador of the year, your future
Broadcaster.
ambassador, sitting right there, broadcaster of the year.
Joel.
What? Do what you got to do. Get your votes in. Let's have a good turnout this year. Last year was great. Let's have a big turnout.
Yeah,
Do
let's
you?
sell it
Is there a
out.
location, or can I say anything?
No, we are still kind of keeping things under wraps here for
Okay.
now. But as soon as more information comes in, then we'll let you know.
When more information comes out, we will know from posts, from everything you're going to find on social media. However, you're going to hear word of mouth. You're going to hear about it, and then you know what? It's still a ways away. We'll vote for Pedro, says Dave Vegas. It's still a ways away. We'll start featuring some of these bands that have had past nominations and some previous winners from the MLMAs, and we'll
Yeah.
have Ruth back on. Ruth will
Aw,
guest host.
thanks.
She'll guest host one of these things. I don't know what I'm talking about. So awesome. Well, Ruth,
Thank you so much, Joel.
got any other beans to spill on the show tonight?
No,
This
no.
is Peg City Soundoff after hours right now.
That's right.
After hours, I mean it's past my bedtime.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I'm on coding right now, so yeah, maybe
Yeah,
you should just stop
Ruth
it
just
right
had
there.
some Ruth just had
Yeah,
some
some
work done.
dental
So
surgery Friday. I'm so bummed that I didn't get out to the tap house. I wanted to be there. I was there in spirit and it looked amazing as I knew it was going to be. So, kudos to all the bands and the fans that came out.
absolutely, you were
Yeah.
there in spirit. People were
Yeah.
asking. People were talking. Thomas Henry wasn't there either. He just chimed in there. That's okay though. He'll be at every other show.
Next
And
time. Saturday. We'll see you Saturday, Thomas.
just to reiterate what happened on the Pure Entry podcast earlier, um, talking about shows in the city. If I may plug my own show on my show, uh,
No, not allowed.
Peg City Sound Off Music Festival, Osborne Tap House, July 12th. 9 bands running that night. I don't know if I told Riley 9 bands. Anyway, it's gonna
Well,
run
you
all
should know
night.
now.
There is 9 bands. There is 5 confirmed bands right now from a previous message that went out. If you did not get, I'm just gonna throw it out there. If you did not get a message yet, don't worry yet. Nothing has been confirmed with some bands. Still waiting to hear. However, this won't be the end of it. There'll be more. I'll do it again sometime, but right now I'm focusing on the bands that have been on the show, and we're just going to showcase them and give back a little bit for their time coming on the show, and we're going to have a great night of music. So
Awesome.
there's another show coming up that will feature some bands that were probably going to get nominated. So
Yeah.
we'll talk about it too. So
Perfect.
what does Thomas say? Thomas is in Saturday 18th.
Woo!
Saturday,
Yes.
January 18th,
Be there.
Bulldog Event Center. It's going to be my first time there in years. I
Oh,
can't wait to go there.
such a great
I
venue.
can't wait. It's
So
such a great venue.
Yes.
Get out there, get to the show. Who's playing? On the Fly, Valley and Arrow, Pure Entry, who was just on the show. If you didn't turn your computer off and just stayed on, you would have seen they were just on. And Orders from No One are going to kick it off, and they're going to kick the roof off it.
That's
So
right.
I don't know how the rest of us are going to play after them. You
Oh.
come see them and decide if you want to stay. I guess
stay for the vibes.
stay for the vibe, stay for the cheaper drinks. Hey, it's better than going to the MTS Center and paying $10 a beer.
Oh yeah, and it's stale and gross.
There's a confirmation from my buddy Mark. My
Nice.
childhood best friend. He's coming in the
Perfect.
18th. He hasn't seen us yet. I
Good,
don't think
Mark. We can get we can
yes.
get the dirt on Joel.
But he's my biggest promoter of well, I'm not gonna say that. He's one of my biggest promoters. He loves our single that came out, Siren. He freaking loves it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very
it
nice.
has been injected in his blood. So anyway, and while you're out there, today's episode has been sponsored by
Have
Northern
some
Royals. Hello Chaos.
chaos sauce.
Mango habanero hot sauce. I know that was so good.
Yes.
If any of the Northern Royals are watching, you owe Mike Sonoma royalties for coming up with
Royalties. Yeah.
the chaos sauce name today. So, and there's Chloe has plenty of dirt on me, so she is no
Oh,
longer invited to the
Chloe,
gig on
hey,
the 18th.
call me.
All right, Ruth. It's been
Thank you
fun
so
having you
much.
on here.
Yes.
Once again, if you don't recognize Ruth Morris, if you don't recognize her, then you haven't gone to a live show in the last year. So, Ruth, you will see her at shows. Approach her. She does not bite.
I only nibble a little.
Only nibble a little, but she does not bite. She is one of the nicest people you will meet. I had the privilege of meeting her in the summer. Are you going to call it summer? Yeah, it was summer. Summer at the Tap House, and she has just been a rock with my band. Aaron likes your toque. He must be in that band. Yeah, talk to Ruth. Ruth is a big ambassador of everything. If you're in a band, I suggest you probably do talk to Ruth. She has turned nobodies into playing 5 gigs in the next 6 weeks. So appreciate you, Ruth.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll wrap it up. This is Peg City Soundoff After Hours. You know what? I think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna come up with an after hour show.
I think that's amazing.
Where you can say anything, but nothing negative, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I
So
like
anyway,
it.
appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me, Joel.
Get your
You're a credit to your profession.
wow. This isn't my profession. Awesome. Well, you have a good night. Thank you everyone for tuning in. 8 watchers still out there. Just keep it going. Keep Winnipeg going. Keep the music scene going. The MLMA award show coming up in 8 months, 9 months, 9 months. Yeah, we're gonna call it 9 months. But make sure you make it out to that. It's a great event. You're gonna hear some great bands playing. Whether you know the band or not, come out. They're gonna win you over. I was won over by what I saw last year, and just some good people, great people.
Yeah, awesome.
Great event. Let's keep supporting the music community here, and have a great night, Thomas. I'll talk to you later anyway, probably. Okay, Ruth. Have a good night.
See ya.
We'll talk to you later. Okay.
Yeah.
See you Saturday.
For sure.
100%.